campaign.
There you
Phew,
go.
20,
3 of them?
24.
Okay. You immediately spin and throw the dagger.
Mm.
And as you spin and as the dagger leaves your hand, the first thing that you notice is a figure standing hunched in a black cloak with a hood pulled down low over its head. You see this for just a moment as the dagger passes into the cloak, and then you watch as the cloak pulls away and the cloak is pinned to the wall with the dagger. And standing where this cloak has just been pulled off of is a black, shadowy form of your father.
I'm gonna look at him, like, stumbled for a moment. Oh, why didn't that
And
dagger hit? I'm gonna say it out loud.
and as he's standing there and he opens his eyes and looks at you, and you see these red glowing eyes. And this form is semi-transparent, but looks to be made out of shadows or smoke or something. And he looks up at you and almost in a growl just says, "Good. You've learned well."
Burn in hell, old man. Burn!
"I already am."
Burn faster! No, but seriously, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna look at him, dumbfounded, and it's like, what you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be down there?
"I am. And I will be. But your time for sitting in this shop has finished."
I'm quite comfortable, I'll have you. After all, at least I have some memory after Nemaya. You son of a bitch.
Do some good with your life. Find the dwarf. He'll be seeking you out soon enough. Fix what we couldn't fix.
Fine. Give my regards to the. Oh, what's his name? Sorry, I had his name on my tongue. Andramelek, is that it?
Andromelech, yes.
Yeah. Give my regards to Andramelek, will you? And
He,
tell him I'll be coming for him next.
he kind of leans in and actually, before you even realize what he's doing, puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "We'll both be waiting." And as he almost kind of leans in, the shadow that makes up his form almost seems to swirl around you
Uh,
and then just vanish. And for a moment, those red eyes hang in the air, and then they're gone.
I mean, uh, okay. So as soon as he's gone, I'm gonna do like this. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna. What the? That's gonna be my response afterwards. I'm literally gonna light a smoke and just sit down and wonder what the hell was that while I pick up my dagger. I hope it's there.
Oh, it's pinned to the wall,
Okay.
and there actually is a black cloak pinned to the wall by it.
Oh fuck! He left his cloak, didn't he? Oh.
I gotta return it somewhere, and it's gonna be a hassle.
Okay, I'm gonna go and have a.
I've got to file an insurance claim.
I'm gonna go and have a look at this cloak.
Okay, it appears to be a black cloak.
Just a
Just a
normal rag.
normal black cloak. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it with me. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to use it somehow.
Okay. And you now have your legacy as well. Now then, Is Ben listening or headbanging to something else?
I mean, I
I'm
think it's
listening
just
to the
you
Black
talking.
Parade. I was listening. He got a cloak.
No. He was just
Guys,
listening
the
to Casey.
demon.
He's like, yeah.
Headbanging to
No,
the DM.
Gasping
I
this
heard
whole
the
time.
dwarf.
Have you not noticed it? He's
Oh, no,
been
I-
gasping the
Some
whole
of them
time.
know my name. The rest of them were like, the dwarf. I'm the dwarf. There's only one dwarf.
What the
Did you
fuck?
just spit back into
Yeah,
your cup?
she just did.
Jamie,
What?
that was foul, Jamie. That was foul.
Yeah, just drink
Spit
it.
into my
Just
cup
drink
or
it.
it come out my nose.
Yes.
That was disgusting.
Tammy, quick. Tammy,
Ow.
display your
And now-
dominance.
and
Make
now
them watch as you
and
drink.
And
then
now
you
she's
bit
gonna
your
drink
lip.
it again.
Good job.
Oh my god, I love it. I love that, Casey.
I swear, if
I
one of
love
them
it.
comes up and goes, "Are you the dwarf?" Are you?
Zig and Zag, there's a lot of dwarves here. Let's just go around and ask each one, are you the dwarf? Are you the dwarf?
Hey,
All right.
and you're the one that linked the playlist, Casey. It's been like looping in the background
Oh,
this
I
entire
know.
time.
I know. I've been listening to it
actually,
for a week
It
solid.
came back around to the beginning of the Black Parade just as you were finishing with Kim's thing.
There you go.
So-
Perfect timing.
It's good timing.
Yeah.
It was all
Um,
conveniently timed. So
Yeah, I
sat
planned
back
that.
down.
I planned that.
I sat back down from getting my pizza and put my headset on just as I heard the dwarf. Like as I'm putting it on. Like, oh, he must be close to the end.
there's just these racist adventures going around.
Yeah, yeah.
We're looking for a dwarf. Any dwarf.
You'll do!
Are you
You're a
the
dwarf!
Yeah.
You look
Alright.
like you eat iron.
Yeah. Get over here. You're supposed to be my future.
So, continuing from there, then, we are going to now skip ahead a bit. It takes nearly a month for Declan, for you to make your way to Kalek, because he's actually the only one of them that you directly know where he is at this moment.
Oh my god.
But I have the majigger that you gave me.
Yes, and even whenever you use that, you realize he's closest. He is actually in the city already.
All right.
So, you first make your way to Kalek. And I'm not going to have you all role-play out these initial scenes unless you want to. I'll kind of describe the order in which it happens, and then I'll let everyone have a group discussion on kind of how those first meetings will go. Okay? We'll do it
Okay.
more narratively rather than actually having us roll through all of them.
So basically, he's going to fury us, like
Hmm?
I'm gonna what?
Nick Fury.
yeah, like Nick Fury.
Oh.
He's like, do you want to be a part of the Adventure Center?
Yeah,
Initiative?"
Wrong.
basically what's going to happen is Declan, you find Kalek.
They think there's going to be an option. This is so funny.
Yeah. Kalek and Declan will then be there when Arthur and Jonathan's ship arrives. A few days after the ship's arrival is when Vincent will arrive in town. And then the final ones to arrive, and expecting that there could be trouble, Declan, you will probably head out to the gate to meet these two, is Zig and Zag, who you will find being given a hard time by the guards at the gates of Zar, because they're stinking half-orcs.
I go out of my way to try and meet all of them outside of the city if I can before they come in.
The only ones you would not be able to be outside the city are Arthur and Jonathan, because they're coming in by ship. So they're coming into the docks.
That makes sense.
But at that,
So the only two coming from outside the city are the half-orcs?
no, Vincent is coming from outside the
Vincent.
city.
And Vincent, that's right.
He's coming from Carmen, which is the village to the south. The half-orcs are coming from the lands of Urk. Arthur and Jonathan are coming by ship into the city, and Kalek is already in the city.
All right. I would, I'd try and meet them outside the city. I would send Shyla ahead to to watch them as they come back and make sure they don't get eaten by anything,
Hmm.
because that's something that they would do.
Yeah.
Not out of spite or anything, but they're children.
Fair enough. And once you are all together, are you? Where are you all planning to kind of initially meet up? Are you doing it
A tavern.
a
I
tavern?
was about to say tavern.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
D&D after all.
yeah, a
It's fucking
tavern.
D&D. We made it a tavern.
A tavern near Calyx shop.
Crop, yeah.
Okay. Now, at this point, you all gather together. If you want to A, discuss your initial meetings, or B, discuss your legacies, now would be the time for it.
I already know everybody's legacies. Except for Kalik.
Doc's been quietly
Do you know
tapping
my
away in the
legacy?
background.
How
I
you
do
know
not.
my legacy?
I do not know your legacy.
See,
as well.
see, you don't know as much as you think you do because you're a child.
Okay.
You just think you know everything.
You're into character.
Now, I will say that I do, because I put thought into this as each of them approaches, except for maybe Arthur, because lions and cities are bad. But I do appear to each of them in the form of the animal that I've been in while I watched them all of this time, and,
You
and
watch
approach them.
us.
And instead of it running off when it makes eye contact with them,
Wouldn't-
What did you look at? Okay, how did you? Okay, when you were stalking us, in what animal form did you take?
For you, it was a mouse. For Kalik, it was a sparrow. For Arthur, it was a lion. For Jonathan,
How
it
do
was
you know all
a
of this?
squirrel. Because I read.
And for us, it was a wolf.
And for us, it was a wolf. Yeah.
So when
I
a
remember.
mouse approaches, Vincent would go, "Oh, so I am going insane." That's. I was
Exactly.
unsure there for a second, but now I'm sure. Okay. That's reassuring, I would guess.
So I
How
I
often were you watching us? Did you watch us all the time?
Like a dirty old
I only
dwarf.
caught.
I was
half of
watching
that,
you
but
as
I'm
a
pretty sure
raccoon.
It was dirty because Jamie said it.
I mean,
That's pretty much a clue, yeah.
my meeting will go as expected. I'll threaten you because I have no fucking clue who you are. You'll tell me who you are, and I'll tell you you're an asshole, and I don't trust you. And over time, you'll just wear me down. That's gonna be me.
No, I will tell you. I don't care if you trust me or not. You're going to do what your father said, and you're going to help.
No,
Now, come on.
no. If you mention my father, I'll try to kill you.
Oh, right, your father. Wait, he gave me.
Roll
something.
for initiative.
Hold on.
Oh right, he hates his father. Right,
Here.
And
daddy
the
problems.
cohesion has broken
Here.
down.
And he takes a ring. He goes ruffling through a pack. Says, "Here." He hands you a golden ring.
What ring is it?
All right, I'll share that across now.
It's obviously magically inscribed, and the inscription reads, "I can't undo what I've done, or I would do so. This is the best I can do. I am sorry."
That's a big ring.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Oh,
Or tiny writing,
Oh my
And
fucking god, Jason!
and you can see what it does on there.
Yeah. Holy shit!
And I will only say this once, because you can have your own opinion. Your father made a lot of mistakes in life, but he tried to do the best that he could do. And even though he made his mistakes, he didn't back down from them. And he fought to make it as right as he could. And then he will turn and he will leave you with that ring with this inscription, and he will say, "I will be back tomorrow with some of the others."
And I'd leave it at that. I do not follow.
Because
Holy
that's
fuck,
just
this is-
information that's information that takes time to process, and he understands that.
Yeah. This is insane.
To cut away from that real fast.
Fuck, I have no idea how I would process this. Sorry, I need a minute.
Now we can still
I was gonna walk off.
to the next meeting,
What is it? What's going on?
which is
It's just a rain.
It's not
Oh, no.
just a
No,
ring.
no.
It's
that's
it-
something a
it's-
half orc would say.
Oh,
oh,
pulling
racist.
the race card real quick, man.
Hey,
Okay.
they pulled it on me first. I'm just defending myself.
The
Yeah,
dwarf.
I bet it's
he's
something
just a
I'll say,
dwarf.
like-
He's just the dwarf. Yeah.
Yes, it's
I'm just
great
defending
to
racism
show
with
achievement.
racism.
As you guys arrive on your ship, you see the dwarf, a very agitated-looking dwarf, just sitting there, arms crossed, just watching the ship as it pulls in.
I'm getting
He
coffee.
keeps looking up to the sun, just like. And then, when you guys get off the ship and come down, he's not there anymore. And you see, who's on that ship?
Jonathan and
Arthur.
Jonathan and Arthur.
Squirrel. You see a squirrel kind of scamper out, like from the gangplank that comes off the ship. You see it kind of run out from under that, and then running in front of you, and then go off back into a little alley.
Oh, hello, little guy. Hey, where you going? Arthur, come, follow me real quick. This
All right.
curious little squirrel. Come here, just follow me.
Now,
I
when
need
you
to
turn
jump
the
want me to
corner,
follow a squirrel.
no, when you turn the corner into the alley where the squirrel's supposed to be, that's where you see the lion just sitting there, staring at.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Okay, so
I just go, what the fuck?
he turns this corner and he does like this like back, like he basically reverses his entire motions and is like, I'm not going in there. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
That's a bad time
Come here,
waiting to
little guy.
happen.
And then
And
I
then
turn.
I'm like, what do you mean? What? And then I catch you up and I'm like, oh.
As you turn the corner and see him, he kind of melds back into the form of the ornery-looking dwarf that you saw there. Took you long enough to get here.
Are you the dwarf? We were told to find the dwarf.
He has a name, you know.
Sorry, the ghosts weren't very descriptive.
But we found his name. His name is Declan. It's a pleasure to meet you, Declan.
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh, I'm John. I'm sorry. My name's
Come
John.
on. Let's go. And I will take them to the tavern that I'm staying at in the city.
All right.
And I go, yes, I am Declan, not the dwarf.
I'm sorry, the ghosts weren't very descriptive.
And you see the dwarf. I haven't described him yet. He's got,
The
a
dwarf?
rich.
Yeah, the
got
dwarf.
a
See?
rich-
The
Yeah.
dwarf.
How does
Right, a
the
beard.
dwarf
Well, no,
look
It doesn't
like?
look like a lot of dwarves because you think of dwarves as like this thick brick of just dwarf, and he's not really. He's kind of. He looks like an old man almost. He's got a nice beard though. And,
So he looks like a really old dwarf.
Yes, he looks like a. Shush. No, you don't get a description. Let's go. Tavern.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
And then let's see, which one arrives first from outside the city?
Vincent arrives before the half orcs.
Cool. So as you're as you're waking up from sleeping one night, you just see the mouse kind of sitting on your chest, looking as you wake up.
So
Just looking at you with beady green eyes.
There's
Yeah.
there's a theme developing here.
yeah, Vince does a shit. No, and like gun, and realizes like I really need to place my gun closer to me.
So as you
He's way over there, like panicking.
as
Yeah.
you fling your arms and you catch the mouse and it goes flying, and then you see it turn into a dwarf halfway through, and then just kind of tumble into this giant black direwolf that's just sitting there on its haunches, just looking, and kind of like if a wolf could chuckle, it would be chuckling.
This
Right now.
just became much worse.
Yes, and when he says that the dwarf falls into a giant this direwolf, this is a horse-sized direwolf.
Yeah. Vincent
Who's
has
smiling
given up
at you?
Vincent has given up his pursuit to find his gun. He's more like, how close can I get to this wall behind me?
Can I look like a wall?
Yeah. Yeah.
Calm down. He's not gonna hurt you.
The sign is based on movement.
Jeez, I didn't think you'd be that scared
I
of a
do not
bloody
know.
mouse.
He cannot see me.
They're like
Go show him
T-Rex.
you're not gonna hurt him. And she runs up and she just like licks the front of your face.
I'm dying.
Tasting
Dying.
me.
And this
Gonna get
Yeah.
story of Vincent just ends.
This wolf's tongue is the size of your torso.
Yeah. No.
This is one of the moments where you go, help!
Alright, that's enough. Go find the two half orcs. Stay that way.
And the wolf turns and jumps out the window and it's away.
The window.
So shatters the
In
window.
the forest?
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, you met him in the forest. I thought you met him while he was in an inn.
Oh no, I imagine at certain points he had to camp in the forest.
Yeah, no,
Ever.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
would,
that's
yeah.
that's what I meant.
Ever.
No.
God, that's
Live.
even more
Why
terrifying.
would I bring my
Like a
direwolf
fucking
into an
animal.
inn?
What do you take? What the fuck
That
do you think?
direwolf can get all kinds of places. It's quite
Yeah.
skilled.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't
No,
worry.
nobody wants to
Okay.
stop it. That's the problem.
And I'm kind of patting on the head, like, it's okay. Don't worry. The wolf is gone.
Yeah, he's patting you like a wolf at this point.
Yeah. Excuse me. This is way too much right now.
You're looking for me, right?
Just right. Gun. That's. Hang on.
I'm still going to shoot you.
Oh,
For
Give,
scaring.
give me 1 second.
What do you need a gun for?
Um,
Didn't your father tell you to come find me?
what?
Iron Eater, dwarf, father, come find.
It's very new to me, and people
Dwarves are new
don't
to
pick
you?
it up in.
About your first dwarf?
How can everyone just get in here like this? I'm not.
No, you were in the forest. You were in the
I love-
forest.
I even
You
put
can't- you
like a thing before the door last. Did you came through the window? I didn't even think. How? Hi.
You're gonna love
So-
it.
Don't worry about it. It's
It's very
okay.
nice to meet you, but I don't like your wolf. And there was a mouse. Where did the mouse go? And right,
Well, you
I-
saw that very clearly. You
Where's
saw
my
the
gun?
mouse.
At least everybody's
I
playing
just
their
kind
level,
of-
that's for sure.
As you turn to go look for your gun, I kind of like walk up beside you and I kind of like pat you on the back and I go, "It's okay. Don't worry. Everything will be all right."
yeah.
Here, I think your gun's right over here.
Oh, beneath the pillow, of course. That last place looked. Okay, everything is all right. Okay, who are you? Oh, right. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Whew. Give me a scare.
I really didn't think you'd be that scared of a mouse. I'm very sorry.
No, it wasn't viable. I promise you. And the mouse
Pretty sure you
is
screamed in that high octave
They are disgusting.
before you saw
They are
direwolf.
filthy.
They're not. What
It's-
is the matter with you? No, come on, let's go.
What?
And he starts walking off in the direction of the city.
Okay. I mean,
Come on.
I have. Okay. I'll buy a new bedroll, I guess. He keeps on walking
you
like
have enough money to buy a
that
bed.
will.
Come on.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Fuck that.
Eccentric man, a boy living in the mansion all by himself. That's so awesome.
And I bring you into the city, into the tavern, and I just kind of, the two half orcs just.
What was that? You just beat them over the head?
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Zag. Oh, he's knocking on the door to their room.
Oh,
Oh, I
Hey.
thought they were like food. And they did
no,
that.
the half orcs
Well,
aren't
I mean,
there.
if
The
you
half
want
orcs
to be,
aren't
well,
there
I
yet.
don't know. Oh,
We're probably one of the
I'll be
farthest
the last
away.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, the half orcs
Yeah.
are the only ones that are not
I
there yet.
meant,
At this
I
point.
meant the other two. The other two.
Arthur
I'm
and
sorry.
John.
All
Arthur
these,
and-
all these
Arthur
children are the
and-
same. They're just so many humans, and it's
Sorry, who's
just,
the
they all look the
racist
same.
one here?
Oh.
Two different twins, which probably isn't helping.
Arthur's door.
Arthur opens the door. Yes.
Oh,
Declan.
good.
Oh, you're very
Child, and he just kind of like pushes him towards your room. He says, "I'll be back with the last two." And then he turns off. And
Like
he turns,
this.
and he starts to walk out.
I'm not there.
I just
I'm
go.
in our shop.
Okay. And I drag Vincent in very slowly.
like this.
You do recognize Arthur. Wherever-
Okay, I
wherever you
do.
see him.
Okay, great.
Well,
Great, I'm not gonna die now.
you
Yeah, like, first,
You-
oh, okay, this is how I die again.
You-
For the
you
third
only-
time today.
you've only
This is-
ever known one giant blue purple guy.
Yeah.
So you can kind of assume this is Arthur.
Blue purple is a better color than blue. Than
Hey, and I called
Brilliant.
him Arthur. I used his human
Yeah,
name.
actually, yeah. Ben did. Declan did call him Arthur. So yeah.
I'm not sure what the gnome raised one's name is.
In that case,
John.
when entering,
Oh,
like,
wait. Never mind.
while walking past you, he would give you a handshake and goes, "We used to play tag as children, right?"
Oh yes, I think so. You are Vincent. Vinny.
Vincent is fine, thank you. I am. And what? Do you know what is happening here? Because there was a wolf and giant rats, and
A giant rat.
yes, it was enormous
Where?
and disgusting. Oh, on my
Where is
chest. Gone now. Not important though.
Okay.
More importantly,
I don't like rats.
neither do I. We can agree on that. Great. Who's this? Hi. You're
You
not
see,
blue. That's great. I mean, not that. Hi.
Yeah, you see John like in the corner, kind of like in Arthur's room. He's been in Arthur's room, like fiddling with things, and he looks over to you and sees you and says, "Oh, hello, John.
Oh.
I believe my dad made some toys for you guys, and I'm here too, I guess.
Hi, John.
Would you like this mechanical flower?"
Sure. Yeah, I will just take that and shake your hand. Thank you.
Um,
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
This is weird, and I'll go and talk to the innkeeper about upgrading us because this is getting very cramped in here.
Jonathan, one thing that you
This is a
do,
single bedroom.
Jonathan, one thing that you do notice on Vincent is he's carrying a boomstick, which is very rare.
Yeah.
Guns are still not the normal thing. And I
Mhm.
mean, I know you have your
I-
gnomish gun that I'm assuming you still have packed away at the moment.
Yeah, it's well, it has to be carried by wagon essentially, or backpack, a very heavy,
It's
like basically mountaineer's gear.
yeah, it's a large, heavy backpack on its own. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But it doesn't look like a gun when you're carrying it that way. It's quite concealed. Whereas
Yeah.
his boomstick, he's carrying it and it looks like a boomstick.
Yeah, a short description would be that Vincent is like very, very thin, like and very scrawly,
Mhm.
and pretty tall, like for a human.
So
And
he's lanky.
yeah, exactly, like black hair and it's pulled back like that, and he's wearing like leather. It's like almost like a leather suit that he's having on
Mhm.
him, and his boomstick is kind of very. You can see that it's not there for like practical use, like on the hip. It's more like he wants to display it a little bit more. So it has a very nice chain and everything, so
Mhm.
everyone can see it when he walks. And to his left, he's carrying a very ornate rapier, like with gold and not silver, sorry, gold and like smaller, less precious.
Electrum?
gems.
I think it is.
Yeah, sure, stuff like that, like very ornate. Like basically, from looking at him, you can see that he values how he looks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right on.
He's as preeny as you are nerdy.
Oh, is that a gun? Could I see that for a moment, please?
Well, yes, it is, and he holds it like this. Like, yeah, you can look it from here.
Oh,
From
can I
way over here?
can I touch it?
No.
Wait, he had a real gun? I thought that was a
I
toy.
promise I won't break it.
And I guess they talk.
Oh, foolish
It-
dwarf.
It does look like it's maybe been fired once or twice. It's
Like
it's
once
near-
when
yeah.
buying it to prove that it works, and second time when he accidentally found a rat in his hotel room. Like,
It looks like it spent more time skidding across the floor than being fired.
Yep.
All right, so to Zig and Zag, as you guys are traveling through the forest, you hear a wolf howl out in the distance, and then you see the same wolf that you saw before with green eyes, kind of just running at you.
You again. Pull out my great axe and just hold it like that. Come at me.
good, good.
As you do
I'm just gonna
that,
push her arm down.
no.
slowly.
As you do that, and I'm taking the form of a dwarf, you hear a thud behind you, and you don't see it so much as you just feel the hot breath of this dire wolf right behind you, and its jaws are kind of on the axe, holding it still.
Just tugging at it. Get
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Can't
this
hurdle her like
horse-sized dire wolf has your axe in its jaws.
You shouldn't do that.
let
It's not
go
a
of
good
it, you oversized chewy toy. Let go of it.
She kind of like lifts her neck up and kind of pulls you off of your feet, and then lets it go. That's enough fun for one day. All right. Good. You're the last. You see him go.
Keep in mind we're on two massive Clydesdales.
Yeah, you're the
We
last.
actually have horses. Yeah.
I'm figuring that he caught up to you at some point. You had stopped for a bit, so you're not on the horses.
Fair enough.
Good. What's taking you so long to get here? You have these. Okay, I hear a feedback.
Echo.
ringing. I can't.
Yeah.
It's killing me. Killing me, Smalls.
We can't hear you, Jimmy.
I think,
Oh, it's
Something
probably because you have
changed.
these.
yeah. I'm guessing her audio went, oh shit, I'm a Mac. I forgot I need to
Clydesdales
fuck
are
it up.
slow, right, Casey? Clydesdales are slow.
Well, I mean, they're not slow, but as compared to normal horses, yes, they're slower, yes.
Oh, no wonder it's taking you so long to get here. You're riding these slow animals.
And they do look like orc-bred Clydesdales as well. They're big, meaty horses.
Good.
So they're super meaty then.
Did your mother tell you what's going on? Did your mother tell you what's going on?
Ask again.
Testing.
There you go.
Okay. Yes.
I forgot I was
mother-
muted.
Oh, good. Like, one of the friends-
The pair of them.
they want to play this game with the dwarf. He'll just let them follow him in silence. That's okay.
Anyway, yes, in the vaguest of times, we know what's happening. Know what to do.
You know what to do.
We
I
were
don't know
told
what
to
to
find
do.
a dwarf,
Let's
and
go.
you're
Come
a dwarf, so that's good. Is that good for you, Zach? That's good for me.
I told you to
Good
look
enough
for
for me. Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Lead the way. Short stuff.
That woman could never remember names.
Says you. Go on.
Huh? What?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. It's fine. Okay, let's go.
He goes and he jumps up on his horse, and goes at the slow pace of your horses. Now, when we get to the gate, don't do anything stupid. Just don't
Look at
talk.
Zach.
Give me your weapons. It'll make
Yeah.
this easier.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hell no. I'm not giving up my axe.
Okay, well, don't pick your axe up and swing it at the guard like you tried to swing it at me, okay?
Is the guy going to charge me in wolf form?
I don't know, but if he
50-50?
does, don't swing your axe at him.
That's an impressive guard. Or
But
very
no,
well trained wolf.
Guys, he's
Considering-
just very excited to meet new people.
Con-
He's like, oh!
Considering the people in charge right now, a guard charging you in wolf form is not out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If a guard is dumb enough to charge us, then they will die, and then we will go into the city. And then we will leave the city with the rest of them promptly. But that won't happen because you're not going to swing your axe around. Let's go.
You hear that, Zach? Apparently I'm not going to swing my axe around.
Mhm.
Don't.
I'm just snickering the whole time.
That sounded like a challenge.
Yes, Dad. I'm gonna swing my axe around.
Good girl.
Call me girl.
What? She was like, "What happened there? That was not what I intended."
Okay. So we get to this
Crush my
guard.
axe.
Do they normally check everyone coming into the city? Is there like a search? What is the protocol per se?
It depends on the day. If it's after
Tuesday.
dark, or if it's on a non-market day, then they check everyone. If it's on a market day, there's too much traffic, and they usually don't bother, as long as the wagons make sure that the bribes keep coming.
Okay. So is it a market day or is it not a market day? I guess is the question.
It's a market day.
All right.
Yeah.
So do we make it through without the world ending?
You do, yes. You, as long as no one wants to attack the guards. If you do want to attack the guards, tell me now.
No.
Nah, Zach. Zig's just
Yeah.
nodding her head going, G'day. G'day. G'day.
Sig is
G'day.
an Aussie now.
I'm going full Aussie for
All right.
this. G'day.
And
G'day, mate.
on the way back to the tavern, I stop at our good friend Calyx's abode shop. And does it have a door or is it like an open market type thing?
No, it's a small corner shop. So yeah, it's a door.
Okay.
It has closed on it with like a small leathery sign that I
You're,
seem. I'm going to look a bit out.
open the door.
I like this.
I'm gonna open. I'm gonna open
You
to
know, I'm
him.
warming up to him.
All right, come on. It's time to go.
Standing there is this guy.
Who am I looking for?
Human.
Yeah, so we'll kill him.
I'm going to look at him. How do I look?
He looks really confused. Why? Oh, do you look human? Okay. All right. It makes you see him. He looks really confused and aggravated, and then it clicks in his head that you look like another one of the humans.
Are Zig and Dag
Actually, you do notice at this point, Declan, that he actually looks a lot like Pelony now. You didn't recognize the resemblance before, but now you actually see it.
Oh, okay. Like it's his resemblance to him, not. I thought you meant like he made the ring to make it look like him.
No. Basically, because Kalek became a tiefling, it hides that family resemblance.
Oh, it brings it out. Got it.
This actually makes him look kind of like he would have looked had he been human.
You look like your father. And then he kind of realizes he said it, that he got angry last time.
Like bitch.
And you see the conflict.
I'll cut you.
You see the conflict. Somebody doesn't usually do good things. They tried to do a good thing and then realized that it was probably not a good thing. And he's just resigns with a bucket.
I'm going to look at you like a bit like stunned. Okay.
We have to go. The others are waiting. At least they better.
Zigling's over to Zag and goes,
Uh,
what do you reckon? 6 out of 10?
I'm going to lock the door behind us. I brought my favorite lighter. Where are we going?
To the tavern. I said that.
Sorry, I've had a lot on my mind.
Yeah, everybody has a lot on their mind. The world is ending. Everybody's coming
What?
back.
My
Wait, what?
It's,
world is-
Come on, let's go.
I've never heard of this.
I remember that in the contract. Wait, what?
I don't remember this.
You'll notice
He
one
starts
thing.
to walk off halfway through that
But
tyrant.
now you've got two confused half-orcs.
You'll notice
What is that?
as I'm walking, I'm stumbling a bit on my step. It's like I'm not used to being this light because I actually have 2 leathery bat wings that weighs like 40 kilos on my back.
Oh, yeah.
I am a bit like stumbling because I'm a bit confused. So
Zig picks up Kalek by the collar and just pops her on the back of the horse.
I'm there yet. Or are you guys there?
Wait a minute.
The two half-orcs
yeah,
were stood behind the dwarf.
Yeah, the half-orcs were just there behind the dwarf, just like, what?
I'm going to look at them. It's like, why are
There will be time for introductions when we get to the tavern. Let's go.
Mate, just don't ask questions. Just get on the back of the horse.
I'm going to walk over and jump up, and I'm going to be thoroughly confused at this point.
We might actually have to physically help you on the horse. These are big horses.
Yeah, the big horses.
Oh
yeah.
no! I'm pretty light on my step. I'll probably just jump up. You'll notice that.
It will require a jump, but you will be able to get up. Yeah.
Yeah, I got +9.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
As we're
So
following Declan along, she just turns behind and goes, "What's your name then?"
just wait until we get there. So we only have to do this once.
Kalek, you do recognize these two.
Yeah, I figured as
Yeah.
much. I'm just
They don't recognize you.
No.
But you recognize them.
Are they dumber than him?
He's human now.
Oh, he's in human form, cunt.
I'm in human form. Yeah.
Yeah.
Racism everywhere.
They knew a little demon boy, and now he's a human.
I was 8 years old. I had bat wings and a tail. It's like
Yeah.
He was pretty distinct. If we would remember him.
Yeah, if he had been in his normal
So
form,
we
they would have known.
stable the horses,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go up to Jonathan's room, and there's another.
Are the 3 of us with you when you do this?
Arthur opens the door again.
If you keep following me, yes. If you don't
Yeah.
keep following me, then no.
I'll walk.
Yeah, no, we're following you.
Because
Yeah.
he wouldn't check. He wouldn't. It would be like he would open the door and he'd be like, Jonathan, here are these. Damn it. Okay, here's 3 more. And he kind of like ushers them into your room.
Arthur
Introduce
does it
yourselves.
again.
Introduce yourselves. I'll be back up in here in like Maybe
as
10 minutes.
I look around the room, I'm gonna look at my man's character, Vincent, and I'm gonna go pale.
No, I actually think when you guys actually enter the tavern, you can see Vincent at the counter, like, yes, I would like a separate room, please. It's quite
Vincent,
crowded in there,
Vincent,
and
Go upstairs. I need to talk to the innkeeper.
oh, but there's only one bed, you see, and I
No,
won't
that's the
share.
problem.
Look. Do you remember the mouse?
I would rather not. I'm going, but it's barkeep. I will get back.
Upstairs.
Sorry. Yes.
Okay, so you guys can have your little introductions while I go to the bathroom without the Henri Dorf. And Casey, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be arranging for about a 2-hour window of this tavern's time alone.
Okay.
If that makes sense. That's what Declan is going to be doing while they're doing the interview.
really quick myself as well.
I'm gonna be a bit pale, and I'm gonna walk over to Vincent. You're Vincent, right?
I'm gonna have to nip to the loo as well, so everybody either take 5 or continue on, up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Continue on. He's recording.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
You can watch
I'll-
later.
I mean, he would just, because obviously here he doesn't recognize you. Where is he go? Who are you?
My father went by the name Damakos. He cursed me as a child. Look, I might as well do this. Just don't be startled, okay? Don't. Please. I'm gonna take off the ring and become, well.
What the fuck is that?
Axe out.
Arthur just grabs the axe from behind you. Again, there's another tug.
I'm sorry. Now, I believe this belongs to you. I'm gonna hand you a bejeweled dagger. You can clearly see its value. Like, it's expensive and unique, and you would know that your father had lost it when we were at the parade. Or lost it. Yeah. And I'm going to hand it
He
over.
would, yeah, as he's taking it, like, well, it's hard to forget someone like you. Someone with your charisma and personality.
All right,
yeah.
I'm back. Just catching up. Was that the dagger?
That was the dagger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got
Yeah.
it.
And
Without
he
even
had-
even knowing the scene, I know what it was about.
So you have my sincerest apologies. I was young and stupid, and I don't think that your father actually would have let me take it if he had.
He didn't miss it, and
You would probably know that your dad just pretended not to know.
Yeah, you know that your dad would not have just missed someone stealing something, so you could only assume that your dad must have known he took it.
yeah, no. When I said he didn't miss it, he said he's mean like he didn't
Yeah.
say anything about it. Yeah, like
So-
and again, your father and mine were very good friends. He took his father death very hard, so I'm sorry. And I'm starting to see a trend in this room.
I'm going to back into my corner and put
Yeah.
on my ring again and be like, take it off, and then take it on again, take it off.
I was just playing with it.
Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom.
It's like I'm going to not realize how my shape changed, and you're gonna see that I actually don't quite.
Human demon. Human demon. Human
Yeah.
demon.
Basically, yeah. That's
Yeah.
basically what
So
he's
basically,
doing.
now there's a half giant I know I recognize.
Oh yeah,
You don't forget a purple kid.
yeah,
And now there's a dude going between human and tiefling, of which I recognize the tiefling.
yep.
All right.
Zig leans down towards Jonathan and looks at him and goes, "You seem familiar." She's like right close to his face, like this. Like, your eyes. And do I know you?
Big tall half-orc woman, just like, hey there.
Big, wide, 7'3", huge muscles, big long dreads, as rough as guts, staring at this little shit.
You see that the
like, do I know you,
Jonathan?
Jonathan? No, I don't know Jonathan. I know those eyes. I don't forget a pair of eyes.
that's just
That gross.
weird.
You're. Please don't eat my eyes.
Zig actually laughs when he hears that. Like from across the room, Zig just loses it.
Zag, what day is it? Is it a Wednesday?
Do I
We
know
don't
that?
eat eyes.
I love the fact
We'll be fine.
that Taylor's just called himself the wrong name.
I know. It's going to happen until I get used to it.
It's going to happen a lot because I've already done it twice.
Yeah,
And I'm saying that happens in character.
it's fine. We probably don't even care.
Fucking. There we go.
So how much gold do I have to give this innkeep?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, to basically buy it out for 2 hours.
Are you wanting the time during the day or in the evening?
Evening. Pretty much tonight when they close up, just to not leave whoever they would leave here watching the place, and
Well, they don't close up in the days when they're gonna be, not too busy.
Yeah, but
in the
like
evening
2
is
to
when they
4
get all their
a.m.
patrons.
I mean
Yeah, but-
we're already
Yeah,
buying
yeah,
a
yeah.
room each. We've already got 7 rooms.
If you're basically just wanting them to not have the night watchman in like the dead of night,
Yes.
they will basically say that he'll have him watch basically from the balcony window at the front, so that he's not in the room, but someone has to be watching the door. It would cost 50 gold, and if anything turns up missing, he'll be calling the
Paid
guards on
for
you.
it.
Fair.
Oh.
It gives him 50 gold.
Okay.
After that, I head back upstairs. I'm guessing this is just as she's right in the dude's face. Jonathan is saying, I didn't tell you to get to know each other that well.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Arthur goes over and puts his hand over, and puts it on your forehead and just sort of like rakes it back. Says, "Don't bully John."
Not bullying. But I know
just
everyone
tiny.
else. Everyone else
Are
is very
you
distinctive.
all
He's the
fighting-
demon-looking dude. You're purple.
I'm blue, not purple.
That's gonna be a
Damn,
recurring
damn.
thing.
I like that he has a complex about being called purple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you won't
Yeah.
be you won't lose this, Doc. It's gonna be a thing.
Purple, red,
It's gonna
Made
be a
it
thing.
purple, red, green, human.
Pink.
Pink, pink, pink.
You say that to me, and I'm gonna turn off my ring.
Red,
Bro.
Red.
red, pink.
Close enough to think.
I'm gonna put the ring around the chain on my. I don't like being human. I don't understand it. So I'm gonna put
Fair
it down on
enough.
chain around my neck.
Funny,
And just have it there.
funny enough, it feels unnatural for the tiefling to be human.
And at this point, I'm gonna take off a small tinder twig out of my hat. I'm gonna take the smoke out of my thingy there. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna light the thingy. Put
Hey.
it back.
No smoking inside.
Sorry.
What?
Oh no! Now he has my attention. I'm like,
Hey,
hey,
this is my room.
buddy.
That's my bed. What are you doing? This is.
Hey, buddy,
Can-
what?
You're gonna
can
sleep
I,
all over
uh,
my
Like
place.
basically, yeah.
I'm serious.
What
No,
is that?
Zane's like, hey, what's this? What are you
What is that?
Give
So
me a perception
everyone-
check. Anyone who wants to know what it is, give me perception.
Yeah.
I'm asking
Oh.
what it is.
Oh, Zag definitely wants to know. Oh.
Suck shit.
everyone.
No.
We all seem to
Actually, I
be
think a
brought here by
medicine
a
would be more
dwarf.
appropriate. But
Maybe we should find
well,
out
no,
what the dwarf wants
It's
us to
well,
know.
you could possibly roll medicine. It's just perception is to see how well you catch the scent.
right, okay.
It bothers Arthur actually quite a bit. You just see him
Yeah.
scrunching his nose.
Arthur and
moving to the corner.
Declan, you both know what that is.
Oh,
It's definitely gnome weed.
Oh, and John, you
Go smoke it outside right now. Outside.
It's illegal to be smoking it in the city, so outside maybe not the best.
So inside is the safest place.
I'm just
Why
gonna
are
look at
you-
him and raise an
It's
eyebrow.
not even. You could have done this before you left your stupid shop.
So
Sorry.
you all brought us here to this tavern in this very cramped room with a lot of giant people. I would might add. I
You
think
all
you
have
should
your
have
own
brought.
room.
You didn't say that. You brought me to this room with these people,
It's
and
because
it's
you
very
need to meet
cramped,
these
and people smell. Sorry.
These are your friends. I brought you to see your friends. You should be thanking me. And he's like pointing right at your
Friends?
stomach.
Friends?
Very
Yes.
strong word.
You are all friends.
You all
No.
used to be friends as like small
Yeah,
children.
as
yes.
children. Yeah.
I think of all of you as my friends.
He was
See?
cool.
He's got the right idea. Be more like the purple guy.
I'm blue.
Jonathan.
And then underneath blue. Just
That's Arthur, not Jonathan, you bloody idiot.
You all look kind of the same.
I'm going to.
I look up at the blue dude.
You
like,
called yourself Zig and Zag today.
I'm going to look over at everybody. It's like, this is a madhouse.
Yes, yes, it is.
at least you've got something to deal with it.
What?
I don't know what it is. I know
Wrong.
what it's doing.
How close is it to evening, Casey?
At this point, you're probably actually into evening, but you're not to like the 2 a.m. when the place actually calms down.
So
You're probably around like 11, 12 at the moment.
We
instead
are
of
going to go downstairs and eat, and no one is going to talk about their parents or the end of the world.
Is that a thing?
I
That we- And by the way, is the world ending? That seems like piece of
Yeah,
information.
you
that I
mentioned
would
that
like to
earlier,
know.
but we didn't.
I just said we're not
Interesting.
talking about that yet.
I would like
Talk
to bring
about
up
it.
pertinent information to everyone that actually, Casey, before I just start blabbering on, are the local laws made apparent, obvious? Like, essentially, do you get a pamphlet saying you can't do this? There are these bounties going on, that kind of thing.